everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey, YouTube class number 546. I am in New Orleans right now, so we are live chatting from New Orleans. If you have joined me during the premiere of today's class, that is at 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom, will you see a live chat going on right now, and come say hello. Now what that means is that I've taped this class early, so there is no winner chicken dinners to announce because we wanted to give everybody as much time as possible to post their comments below. That's how you become a winner chicken dinner, below. But before I get there, let me tell you a little bit about what we are working with today. I have new product from AALL Create. They're not stamps, no. I have these amazing new rub-ons and a whole collection of their dies. And they're both beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious, the rub-ons are fabulous. So, if you love easy peasy crafting and you've always liked that artsy kind of look, but struggle maybe to get it on your own, oh, they've taken care of that for you. You're gonna look so good. They made me look so good. Those rub-ons are so easy to use. So I can't wait to share this commercial-free, full-length, technique-based class with you all about AALL Create product. And of course, the product is on our website right now, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Just look under the YouTube Yummies category or scroll on down the home page towards the bottom and you'll see an image with this product. Click that and it'll take you right into our category on our website, and you can see all of the yummies that we have for sale for you. Will it also be in our retail store? Oh, you bet. Come on in. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the samples because the samples are always better in person. So if you are a local peep, come on over. We've got all of this great new goodies from AALL Create for you. So today I don't have winner for you. I don't. I'm in New Orleans right now. We are live chatting from New Orleans during the premiere of the class, and I didn't want to pull winners early because I had to film early because then I had to fly. So we're going to announce this week's winners next week. I will be back next week for our Saturday with Stacey YouTube class. I'll be here, normal time, normal place, normal bat channel. But I thought it wouldn't be fair to pull winners a couple days early because I couldn't be here on a typical Saturday and film this at a normal time. So you still have a chance to be a winner from last week. All you have to do is, we'll go back to YouTube number 545 to begin with. Then you post a comment below. So if you look down, there's a place to leave a comment, and that is where you put something kind. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be the next American novel. It can be something as simple as hello, and that's kind, absolutely, and we will approve it. Then you go into the running to be a winner chicken dinner and receive a $25 gift card. Unless we've hit a milestone. And we've hit a milestone. So winners from last week will receive $25, but winners from this week, well, we've hit 900,000 subscribers. I will be the first person in the crafting industry, as far as we know, to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I think I will be the first retail store owner to hit a million subscribers on YouTube. So we have hit 900,000, and at every milestone we give away bigger prizes. Each milestone gets to be bigger. Now when we get to 1 million, that will be the last big milestone. So this week we are giving away $900 in gift cards. Oh my, it sounded like such a great idea when I started it, never thinking I'd actually get to 1 million. But we don't decide how to divvy up the $900. I learned my lesson long ago to leave it all to you. Put it all in your hands. So what you have to post on this week's YouTube class, remember below, please don't leave it in the live chat. The live chat does not count. So if that's where you're posting, if you don't post below, you don't get into the running to be a winner. All you have to do is tell me how you think we should divvy up the $900. Should it be one person who wins $900? Should it be two people who win $450? Should it be 9 people who win $100? You post your comment, and if our random selector picks you, we will follow your instructions. So if you say, I think one person should win all of it, boy, would that be a crafty spree. I can't imagine what that wish list would look like. Bye. But if that's what you put and your name is selected, then you win all $950. But if you put that you want 9 people to win $100, well, of course, you win $100, and then we put in the new parameters and we select 8 more winners for $100. So you have 8 new BFFs, because if it weren't for you, they wouldn't have won the $100. So I leave it in your hands, and next week I'll announce the winners from 545 and the winners from 546. So unfortunately, if you're a winner from 545, you get $25, but free is free. And if you're a winner from 546, this week's class, you could be the winner of the whole kabang, all of it. You could be a winner of $450. You could be a winner of $333. If we're gonna do it in thirds, no, 900. That would be $300. $300 each. 3 winners at $300 each. So you decide. We'll pick the winners and announce them next week. So nothing to announce today. I am in New Orleans. I'm here a couple days early. I have meetings to go to. The show starts on Monday. So the show runs Monday, Tuesday, and part of Wednesday. I will be on the minute this class is over, when you and I are done, I have to hightail it right on over to the convention center. I've got some meetings to go to. I've got some things to do. I will be doing my best to share content from Creativation. There will be a playlist on our YouTube channel that says 2024 Creativation Show. Watch the videos as I can do them. I'll be demoing product. I'll be meeting with manufacturers. I'll be looking for new things. So I'm hoping that I am able to do a little more content this time than in Germany. Germany was just crazy. But I will be able to do some behind the scenes things because I am here a few days early. Now, I think it's time to get started for today, don't you? I'm going to start, I think I'm going to show you the product first because it is limited. And then I'm going to start, we'll see where I start. First things first, I want to show you just a few samples, show you the product, and then we'll get going. It's good to see everybody, and hopefully I've had some beignets by now, and hopefully I've had some sleep by now. We arrived when we finally get there, it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we should be to the hotel by 2 a.m., and then my first meeting is at 7 a.m. I don't know what I was thinking. And the minute that meeting is done, I come back, I live chat with you. And when we're done live chatting through this class today, then I head over to the convention center and the rest of my day just starts. So I'm going to tilt on down. I'm going to say hello from New Orleans, and we're going to get going for today. Ready, set, start. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Let me show you just a few samples. Isn't this cute? So I've got the tag, and the tag is by AALL Create. I've got the rub-ons. Rub-ons are by AALL Create, and so easy to use. Look at this. So you've always wanted kind of that artsy-fartsy style, but you're not exactly sure how to get it. And maybe you don't want to do it all the time, and you're not so great with the inks and the blendings and the what is it? The distress. It's a look. Without it being a look, it's beautiful. I think they're amazing, right? So isn't this one? This is rub-on. Hello, that's a rub-on. Putting all the stamping and, you know, it's kind of a collage-y, but it takes some talent and some practice to get this look all on your own, unless you just use the rub-on. So I wanted to show you a few samples, and I want to walk you through the product. First thing I'm going to take you through are some of the dies. So we have 2 bundles of dies for you. We have the tags, and all the tags come with all of these additional little icon elements. It is a super cute tag. Wait till you see all the rest of the samples. So this tag has 9 dies to it. Here we have kind of that distressed. Love them. And again, all the little icons, all the little tags, all the little plates come with it. And this one has also 9 dies. And this one has 9 dies. So another one of the tags. So it has a main die, it has a frame die that has the cute little loop-de-loops. So our first bundle is the 3 tags. And I'll show you, I'll pull one out later and we'll cut something. The second bundle we have for you are the cover fronts. So again, you've got a kind of a smaller plate in the front to do the main. You've got a bigger one in the back that's got all the loop-de-loos. This one comes with all of the numbers. It's got 18 dies in it. Then we have here, love this one. I love them all. This one has 14 dies. So you've got the background die, you've got the front die, and then all of these little icon dies to go with. And our last one has 14 dies. Now I have got oodles and oodles and oodles of samples of these. And I mean, they are just, I'm gonna put a piece of paper behind this so you can see this. They are, look at that, look at that. I love this die. They are just beautiful, really they are. So the second I Want It All bundle has the 3, and they are not the same. Everything's a little different. And yes, you can absolutely mix and match them. Sure, why not? Same with the tags. Mix and match away. So that's the second set of dies that we have for you. Then I have 3 sets of rub-ons for you. I'm just looking. Okay, so first set has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's the same design on the rub-on, and you get 2 sheets per package. They're A5 in size. What changes is the color. Isn't that beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? So it's the same design, but what changes is the color that you're going to get. But in the I Want It All, you're going to get all of them. I have 3 different sets of rub-ons, and each set is different from the other. So again, what you're going to get, the difference is the color. The design is the same, but the color changes. The color of the rub-ons. Look at, isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, that gives me, oh, I love it. In fact, maybe I'm going to pull that one to start with. That one makes my heart so happy. And then the last set again, these are different than the first two sets that I showed you. Completely different. So the 3 bundles that we have for you are all different, and yet inside each bundle what changes is the color. So this is from one of the bundles, which is different than this from one of the bundles, which is different than this one. They're all, each one of them is a little bit different. So if you were to get all 3 bundles, you would be getting no duplications at all. All right. So I think I'm going to start with the rub-ons. And rub-ons are pretty darn easy to use. Let's just open some up, just so I have some ready to go to play with. Rub-ons have come a long way since they started. I remember when they began and they were difficult to use and they didn't look great, but they have come a long, long way. Now inside are 2 different patterns. So it's not the same sheet per set. So if you were to get all of them, you'd end up with like 8 and 6 and 6. So 20 different sheets of rub-ons, because inside the packaging themselves, while you get 2 and they're different colors and they're different designs, let's see what's in this one. So these 2 are the same. Here you've got it in kind of the pinky peach. Here you've got it in kind of the tealy green, bluish green. I'm going to open up just a few, just so we have some. So I've opened up those. And maybe I want to open up this one from the back. This one made my heart so, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I went crazy for them. So here you've got the green, but you've also got this, oh, dreamy colors, right? And maybe I open one of these, or I think maybe this color, and that'll give me enough to start with at least. Dreamy colors. So each pack has 2. Each sheet is different in each pack, so you're not getting doubles of the same. They all come with the little popsicle stick. And I think I'm going to start with these. So I've given myself some to play with. I want to show you just how easy rub-ons are to work with. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't. They work amazingly on just plain white paper. So if I wanted to just do a very simple card, cut out a card front, and then decide what I want my card front to look like. Which rub-on do I want to use? I mean, they're just that simple. Do I want to use the green, the blue? Yeah, that's my biggest problem, is going to be deciding which ones I like to use the best. I think I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to save the rest of my rub-on. Because these I can use at a later time, piecing them together. So simple to do. Piecing them together. I'm going to leave those right there. Now I'm going to pull off the back of the rub-on, which comes off super easy. Bam. I'm going to put it right down onto my card front. Bam. Give a press. Now they do give you that nifty popsicle stick to go in there and to start pressing down with. I know a lot of people are using their Sizzix, what is it, bone folder and form tool, just because it's a little bit easier to hold than a popsicle stick and it's got multi-purpose. So I know people are using their little form and fold tool, is that what it is? Just to get it down. And then I can start to peel it up. And where it hasn't transferred, all I have to do is add a little bit of pressure. So I can see as I pull it up, if there's any left, I can pop it back down, give another little swipe of my tool, and pull up. A little bit left right there. So these give you that incredible little artsy look that so many people are amazingly talented at, except for me. This is my speed. Nope. A little bit on the bottom. Can you see I've got a little bit left on the bottom? All I have to do is lay it right back down. I don't even really have to mash it up or match it up because they just work so well together. It just can lay right on top and I'm done. And I've got my card front. It's that simple. Or an embellishment to my layout. It's that easy. And then all I have to do is decide what color do I want to mount it for a backing. It really is simple. Effective, makes you look amazingly talented. Nobody needs to know it's a rub-on. Okay. So I think for a background color, oh, I don't know. I'll make it a little bit bigger. So I think I'm going to make a background for this one. And you're like, but you're using white paper. I know. What color do we think would look great with this? Orange? Okay, let's give orange a whirl. I'm going to take out my dye-based inks, the Stacey Park dye-based inks from Jacquard, and I'm going to give them a rub. Now, I brought down my blending mat just so I don't get it all over and I can wipe it up really easy. I'm just going to give a rub of my ink on all four sides. To create my background, my mat. Okay, I think that's good. And just like that, I can pop it on. But maybe my yellow would be better. This side still doesn't look quite straight to me. So I tried my orange. I'm not so sure about my orange. Maybe the yellow would be better. All right, let's just cut another piece of white paper because that's all I'm going to be using today is white paper and maybe a little bit of black. Cut myself a hunk. That way I can put my ink on and then trim it down to what I need it to be. I'm going to save my orange because I'm not sure, maybe, but I'm going to try that yellow. Wipe off my blending mat. This is from Woodware. And let's grab my yellow curry and see what we think about yellow curry. Same thing. Just around all four sides. And let's see what we think. Whoa, I like it on the yellow. Do I like it on both? Well, let's mat it on the yellow at the very least. I like it on the yellow for sure. So grab my Stacey tape. A little bit of Stacey tape on the back. And up and up. And then I'm just going to trim it out. And I'm ready to start creating. In no time at all, I've made a simple, easy front. I could put a picture on top of it. I could put a sentiment on top of it. This did not take much effort at all. Not at all. Let's do another one. Let's do that greeny one. Ooh. Ooh, should we do one that has a little bit of the orange in it? Well, maybe I'll do this one. Let's bring over another piece of paper. Kind of trim it down to the size I want it to be. So I know it can be smaller. I think I'm going to use that as my mat. I think that's pretty good. Let's pick something off of here because on the paper, directly to paper, it's easy peasy. Ooh, I like that right there. Now I don't have to use a full area. I could cut different pieces out and layer them down. I could cut different pieces out from different sets and layer them down because they do layer down so simple on top of each other. In fact, that's what I'm going to do with all of these extras. So we'll open it up, put it down. kind of lay it where we want it to go. Give a press, and then come in and just start to rub with our form and fold tool. And again, it comes with a little popsicle stick, and you're absolutely welcome to use that. This is a little bit easier to grab and to hold. And you may have a bone folder or something like this already in your crafty stash. And then all I have to do is start to peel up, and where I see it hasn't transferred yet. Okay, so the part of my T hasn't transferred yet. Just lay it right back down and give it a little bit of a rub. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Little bits and bobs. There's just so little on there, I'm not even going to worry about it. And before you know it, you're done. Now, this would take me forever to do if I was trying to do the little stamps and the paint drips and it would take me forever to get this done in a traditional manner where I drop my paint drops and I put my stamps in there and I layer and I've got that color. This is so easy and so perfect. So let's trim this out just a little bit. Just gonna even it on up. And then I can pop it right on here on my orange, which I already have done. So I think I'm going to tape that on down and then trim that on out. You want quick, you want simple, you want easy. Put a sentiment on this and you are done. And it's got that amazing artsy look to it. Kids can use these. Seniors can use these. If you're the newest of crafter, you can use these. Trim it out. Now, if you've already got your paper mat ready to go, you don't have to do any trimming. You may want to have your paper ready to go. Love that, right? Oh, I love it on top of the yellow too. Let's do one more mat. Oh my gosh, I love it on top of that yellow. And all I'm using is white paper. That's it. That's all I'm using is white paper and my premium dye-based inks from Jacquard to do all my matting. Now we've decided on 6 colors to come out in July. I thought I was gonna do 4, then I thought maybe 3, and then it ended up being 6. And just all over the edges. My colors go so perfectly with their rub-ons. Okay. Oh, love that. Yes, 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 yes. Now this is just on white paper. Can you use other colored papers? Of course you can. But I had another idea. So let's put this down. And then we can move on. There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, they're just beautiful. But I had other ideas. And yes, we could use colored paper, absolutely. But I thought to myself, I think this one needs a black mat. Oh, yes. I thought to myself, well, what else could we do with these utilizing just white paper? Or black paper, because now I'm using black as a mat. And so it came to me that Hero Arts has some amazing background stamps. Amazing background stamps. And that's where we're going to move to next, is I'm going to play with some Hero Arts. Okay, I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And yet I didn't do any of the work, but it looks like I did all of this like watercolor painting and stamping with text stamps, and it's just so simple. And it allows you to step maybe a little bit outside your style without committing to anything. You're committing to some rub-ons. You're not investing in some kind of mixed media looking stamps or paints. You're investing in some rub-ons. Yeah, I think it looks great with the black. Now I hand trim. You all are probably using a trimmer, but I just do it by hand. So this is where we start. Simple, easy, basic, but using my inks to do the background colors, using my inks to do that. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's grab those Hero Arts stamps. And you know, I think I'm just gonna open up most of these because I'm gonna be using, I want options. So I'm just gonna take them all out. I think I am, because I want options. And there's no two alike, and you get 2 different sheets per package. See this one? Oh, this one makes me swoon. I just want that. I want to be able to make that right there. They're just absolutely stunning. AALL Create did an amazing job with these. All right, now I feel like I've got some. Oodles of popsicle sticks. Maybe this one. You're like, she's really going to open all of them. She really is. Girls got to have an option. Girls got to have choices. Okay, I have choices now. There's one left to open. The girls are going to say, you really opened them all? I'm going to say yes, and everything I don't use, they get to use. They get to take home and keep my SMS girls. Okay, so now I've got choices. Look at all the choices. I'm going to put a piece of white paper underneath, just so you can see. Look at all the choices. Isn't that beautiful? But then look at this one. I'm loving this as a background. Oh, love it. But then we have it, look at the color here, so soft. But then look at these colors, so bold and so bright. Oh my gosh, that's stunning. Look at this. I just don't know how you don't play with all of these. See, those are different than these. Same pattern, but totally different colors. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to bring over the Hero Arts stamps. Now that I feel I have oodles to play with. And I thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be fun to maybe stamp a background? So I brought in 4 Hero Arts stamps. I brought in 6x6. Now these are red rubber, and they are cling. And this is a script, and here you have a book print or a newspaper print. These are my favorites. These are my favorites. And you're like, oh my gosh, they've had stamps like that for years and years and years. I know. These are my favorites. For this class, I went bonkers for them. So I'm going to start with this one. And to use it, I am going to bring over my stencil and stamp tool from Sizzix. I don't need my little alignment tool because I'm not using stencils, so I'm going to put that off to the side. I don't want to lose these because I may use those little pieces later for something. I've got my sticky grid down, which it just is. My poor sticky grid has been used and abused, but it's still sticking, so I'm not replacing it until my sticky grid doesn't stick. The sticky grid is this piece of paper here. It's like a glorified Post-it note. It has tack to it. So when you put your paper down to it, your paper doesn't move. Yet when you pull it up, bam. So you don't need to use any kind of magnets or anything like that. No washi tape. All right, so I've got now I'm using it as a stamp positioner. And the stencil and stamp tool has 2 sides. It has one side that's gridded and one side that is smooth. When I'm using this as a stamp positioner, I always want that smooth side to be the side that's going to go against my paper, because that's the side that's going to pick up my stamp. Now, The stamp comes with a top index, but when you pull it off, the actual image is not indexed on, just so you know. But this one goes here. And I'm gonna put that right dab smack in the center because that's the way I roll. And go down and pick it up. Now, I've shown the stamp positioner often with clear stamps. I've never shown it with a rubber stamp. You don't need to flip the lid around or anything. You just use it. And the lid is so easy to use. It just up, down. You're not clicking it into place or anything like that. Up, down. You don't have to pull or pop or struggle. Put it down, and I'm ready to stamp. I'm gonna stamp maybe in my, maybe in my blue, my orange, my yellow, my green, I don't know. Let's stamp in, let's see which rub-on I wanna use. Maybe that's the way to go now that I have them all open. Okay, well, I narrowed it down. Maybe I'll do this one on yellow. Or this one on yellow? I don't know. Let's just try. So I'm going to do a few backgrounds. I'll stamp a few of these. So I'm going to take it up, pull it up, and I'm going to grab my yellow ink. Maybe I should start in black. Maybe that's the best place to start. All right, so I'm going to grab my carbon copy. Hello, carbon copy. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to ink up. Now, can you see all of this mess in the middle? Ooh, somebody's here. Can you see all the mess in the middle? All of this? I'm going to want to get that up. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and I just want to get all of that up because I don't want it to transfer onto my paper. And grab a paper towel, go in and just give a little bit of a wipe. All right, let's stamp. Put my lid in, down, and a good press. All right, I can back up just a little bit. And up. Oh, I missed a whole spot right there. Benefit of a stamp positioner. Come back in, let's add another layer, darken it up. Again, I want to get rid of this little extra in the middle. So depending on the stamp, it's kind of hard to not have that happen in the middle because that's a void space. But you just take it and clean it up and call it done. Down. And this is going to line right back on up. Now I'm using a red rubber stamp with my stamp positioner. This is actually meant to be a stenciling tool and it just doubles as a positioner. It's like an added value. Ooh, like it. Somebody's car alarm. I hope it's not mine. Now I'm just gonna go until I get the color that I want. How dark of a black do I want? So my inks are dye-based, water reactive, highly pigmented, which means you can desaturate the color just by adding water. And down. Oh, see, I got a little in the middle. I didn't clean it up as much as I could. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Wipe my stamp down. And done. Let's do another color. Let's do it in yellow. So let me grab some paper, or blue. Let's do it in blue. Put my paper down. I know my stamp is gonna fit. Bam, no problem. Let's ink up. Let's clean up that center. Just a little bit of a wipe. And let's stamp. All over pressure. And up. Love the color. Let's do it again. So it's all about the intensity of the color. I can stamp and stamp and stamp and build and build and build on my color until my little heart's content. A little bit of a wipe. And down. There we go. Okay, I think I'm good with that. So now I have two. Let's do one more, and this time I'm going to vary the color. This time I'm going to do a little bit of yellow and maybe a little bit of orange. Wipe it off. Bring over my paper. Oh, perfect, no problem. And let's do some yellow. Wipe out my center. Stamp down. Up. Ooh, good, good, good. A little more yellow. could leave it as distressy as it is, but this will give us 3 to play with. Down. So clear stamps, red rubbers, rubber stamps, whether they be red, white. Love this color, but I said I'm going to add a little bit of pink to it, or I'm going to add a little orange. I don't want to cover up the yellow, so I just kind of dabbed my orange in there. I just want to, or I don't want to color up my yellow, so I dabbed my orange in there. And let's see what I get. Oh, I love, love, love. Oh my gosh. Okay, love, love, love. My inks don't make mud. My inks lay on top of each other so lovely. Okay, I know. I said I was going to only do 3. I'm going to do 1 more. I cannot help myself. Let's clean this up. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of blue and green. See how fast it is to use these? I'm just going to make a bunch of backgrounds, and then I'm going to pull those rub outs, and we're going to grab those. Oh, missed a whole spot right there. Oh, fixed. So this tool really is intended to use with stencils. It is an amazing tool with stencils, but it also makes an amazing stamp positioner. One, because of the overall size of it. It's larger than most, yes, but then my Stacey stamps with Sizzix are larger than most. It doesn't have a lip on either side, which means you can use any size paper you want. The sticky grid holds everything in place, no magnets or washi tape. Okay. Do we dare add a little green? Am I gonna ruin it? It's only white paper. Go for it. Oh! Is it okay to be that excited about something? Oh my gosh. Okay, I do love my inks. There's no question about it. I was lucky enough to be able to say, hey, this is what I want my inks to do, and have them make it. All right, so now I've got a few to play with. Now let's come on over and see what I want to put in there. Oh, man. That's going to look amazing. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this one. and save this one for later. And put this one here. Okay, this is where things change just a little bit. So I'm working on paper, but I'm also working on ink. And this is where it gets a little bit more technique-y, because while the rub-on loves the paper, it's not as excited about the ink. So if I come here, sometimes it'll transfer, yeah, see, and sometimes it won't. So I'm just doing this blue one. And it's really happy on the paper, but it's kind of not as happy on the ink. It'll get there, but there's an easier way of making this happen. You can sit there and absolutely give it a rub without question, but I'm gonna bring over my die cutting machine. You're like, your die cutting machine? Yep, I'm gonna bring over my die cutting machine. I'm gonna use my base platform. I'm gonna use my knock knock. I'm gonna use my squishy. I'm gonna put my paper face down. I'm gonna take my clear pad on the top and I'm gonna send this on through. And that compression, squishy's gonna come out the back side. Could you do this on regular paper? Absolutely. If you don't wanna sit there and use a bone folder or a popsicle stick, absolutely. Let's see what I've got. Bam, done. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put that one to the side. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. So let's pull out. I want to do one of these. Look at how good that looks. Or do I want it with the red and the pink? See, decisions, decisions. That's how you know nothing's planned. This one's beautiful too. All right, let's just do this one. And I'm going to do kind of this area right here. I'm going to trim a little off the top and put some of that away. So I'm trimming off the top, but I'm going to put it right on the liner so I don't lose it, and I can use it later. Okay, let's bring over my machine. I can cut this down now. Bring over my machine. Remember my sandwich. Platform. Yes, that's us. We must have gotten a delivery. Knock, knock. Squishy. Design face down. Clear plate. Send it through. My squishy comes out the back end. Bam. And let's see what we get. Done. I love this stamp. Okay, so let's do another one. And let's trim this one out. We'll do one more. That one looks so good, right? It's got that little extra orange into it. And then we're going to change up our stamp. These 4 Hero Art stamps work so well with these rub-ons. And it gives you that beautiful frame, but wait till you see the next one. So what one should we do? Should we do the double? This one? Oh my gosh, can you say yum? And these are by AALL Create. Their offices are out of London. I'm going to save this one. Ready? So again, if you don't have a machine, you can take your bone folder or a tool. You just have to know that when you get to the ink portion, it might take a little extra work to get it to transfer. But if you have a die cutting machine, if you have a big shot machine, you can use your knock knock and your squishy that we use for so many things and do the transfer with a simple roll. I love it. And my blue and my green didn't make mud. I layered my colors on top of each other. Yay! Because I'm going to ink, I always leave myself a little extra room. I'm just going to go all the way around. Straighten this one out just a little bit. Okay, let's put this down and straighten it out, and I'm going to do one more color on top of it. And I am talking easy peasy. If you've got a half an hour to craft, you can do so many of these. And you can just have them ready to go when you're ready to go. Okay, I'm going to do one more mat. Cut it a little bit bigger than I need because I'm going to ink. And I'm going to do this one too. And I'm going to do them in the same color. White paper. That's where we're at today. White paper. We all own white paper, and if we don't, it's easy peasy to find. All right, so I'm going to bring out my blue. I'm going to bring out my Caribbean blue. And I'm just going to ink those sides up. And then I'm going to do the next one because I said I was going to do two and I want them both in the same color. So why am I having to rub back and forth? Because my pad is a felt pad and not a foam pad. A foam pad would let you do basically one swipe and it's done. But mine is a felt pad because I want you to be able to control the color a little differently. Foam pads are going to give you an intense, solid color every time, where a felt pad is going to let you vary the color up every time. Not that one is better than the other, there's a purpose for both of them. Okay, look at how good that looks. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I could sit here all day long and do nothing but play. But I cannot. I have to move on. I have another stamp I want to show you. So I go a little bit big, and that way I can trim out. I'm sure you guys are all using your trimmers. I am using right? They're just beautiful. Let's put this one down, and then we're going to move on to the next stamp set. So this one I already have with the yellow. But add the blue to it. And it's beautiful. Okay. Ooh, I gotta straighten this. Oh no, this is not good. That's not gonna work. Let's try this again. I think I cut this one a little too close. Well, we're just going to have to make it a really thin blue border. All right, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and I still have one more that I could mat out. Done. Using the Hero Art stamp this one right here to do all the borders around. Love the borders around. But now we're going to change it up. I'm going to show you these in just a minute. Now we're going to change it up. I'm going to change my stamp to a solid. Ooh, a solid. Oh, I have this one over here. Yeah. I have lots that I can play with. Like I said, I could do these all day long. So let's grab my white paper. Let's do a couple of these. So I just use a half sheet of white paper. I know it's in excess, but this way I know I've got room to work. Put my stamp down. Again, this is a solid, like a sketchy. Put it down. It is red rubber. Close up my stamp positioner, my stencil and stamp tool. Grid side facing me, smooth side facing the stamp. Let's grab some ink. And this is a solid stamp. You're like, what's ringing over there? Wait till you see. Maybe if I move that, it won't. Lift it up. Oh, got a hole right there. Not anymore. And I'm going to ink it up again just to deepen that color a little bit. So I think this is where the difference is between the felt and the foam pads. If the ink were the same, and all inks are not the same, in fact, it's very rare for two inks ever to be the same. Two companies can manufacture dye-based inks and they are wildly different. But if this was a foam pad, a hard foam pad, when I press down, it would just give you a solid image. No variation in color, where a felt pad does give you that. And it's all about personal preference or the project that you're working on. Up, down. I could see I had a little hole in here. And can you see that sketchy? I love the sketchy look of this stamp. All right, I've got one. I'm gonna put this one to the side. And let's do another. I'm gonna clean off my stamp. And let's do a few colors while I'm here. Wipe it off, and then let's maybe do, let's do a yellow. Ink it up. Put it right back down. Press. Lift up. I can see, oh, look at, I got holes everywhere. The ink is still on the stamp. All I have to do is put it right back down and press where those holes were. And my holes will start to go away. And let's ink up again. All over. And give all over pressure. And when I pull up, if I see a hole, maybe right there, I just come back in and I give a press because the ink is still there. Better. Better. Okay, I think I'm going to do that one. So now I have an orange. I have a yellow. And I just keep putting my paper right in that bullseye area. Ooh, because I know that, and see my paper doesn't move, I know that my stamp fits right there. And let's see. Let's go blue. Now I could give it a different look. Because this is a flat stamp and a solid stamp. See how I swipe with this? I could give a different look. Just depends upon whether you're going to like it or not. I've got swiped lines going across. Almost. Isn't that nice? Maybe I don't have any ink there. Isn't that nice to know it's just that simple to reposition it? Whoop. So I'm just doing swiped lines across. It's a different look. Up. Ooh, that looks great. I'm missing right here. I can see right here. And right here. Up and done. Okay. So 3. And I cut 4 pieces of paper, so I'm going to do 4. I'll do it in green. And then we'll grab the rub-ons. I love these 2 stamps. They've probably been in the Hero collection as long as, I mean, Hero Arts has been around forever. So they're not new. You may already own something very similar to them. But I love them. They're so useful. Okay. Oh, Stacey, that was close. Oh, see, look at all the big holes I've got. Better. Let's do one more. I got close, 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 but close counts. See what we've got. Up, one right there and one right there. Okay, I'm good. I love the sketchy look of them. So now I have 4 to play with. Clean my stamp off. Just with a wet wipey, that's all I'm using. And bam. I've now used both of these. So let's grab my first one and let's see what colors we want to play with. I don't know, I've never tried to do two on top of each other. Should we try it? Let's try. What's the worst that can happen? Is that the color we want for the background? Or do we want the pink? I think the blue would pop. And then maybe that one on top of it. Okay, let's just go for it. Ooh, or maybe that one on top of it. Okay. Or do I like the dark blue? Well, let's Stacey, just do it. Okay, I'm thinking long, think wrong. My brain says this one. Now remember, I've got ink. The rub-ons are not overly in love with ink. They like plain white paper. They like plain any paper. But ink, it changes the paper just a little bit. I think I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit here. And put that on. Okay, let's run it through and see what we get. So I'm not going to try and do it with my bone folder. While it loves the paper by itself, it does not love the ink. It will take more work to get this down because of the ink. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. See, look at that, didn't even rub it off. And there it started. But for me, it's just as easy to go through my Big Shot machine. Base platform, knock knock, squishy, paper side down. Roll it on through. Back. Forward. And even then, because we've got a solid ink surface, I may have to use my tool to get a little bit of it transferred over. See, that's just easy peasy, right? Now let's grab something bright. Easy peasy. What's the brightest thing I've got? I think I'm going to go with the pink. Although nope, pink, definitely pink. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of this. Now I haven't gone over a stencil before, or a rub-on on top of a rub-on. You know, I could have grabbed these. These are those leftovers. From a little bit earlier. All right, let's see. I've got now rub-on top of rub-on. Should have used the leftovers, Stacey. Got plenty of those. Rub-on on top of rub-on. And let's send it through and see what happens. Worst thing that happens is it doesn't happen. And send it on through. And back. So if you don't have a squishy and a knock-knock yet, what are you waiting for? I use it for so many things. And look at that. Rub-on top of rub-on. No problem. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do this one. Ooh, that looks good. Or do we like that one? Nope, that one's gonna go on there. I think this one's gonna go on here. And I think that one's gonna go on there. Look it, I decided. Are you excited? I made a decision. So, one, okay, we'll roll that one through in just a minute. And then you're going to take all of these little extra pieces and you're going to put them all together and mash them all up to make other cards. You can take different pieces from different sets to make, you could just cut out little individual pieces. You don't have to use whole sheets like I'm using. Two. Nope, we're just going to go here. Three. And let's roll them through. I left there's a little extra space there. I think I might come back and add a little bit more to that little space there, but let's roll them through and see what we get. Okay. Base platform, knock knock squishy. Down. Always with your rub-on face down against that squishy. And back and forth, because it's that pressure that is causing that transfer, as opposed to you doing it with a bone folder or the little tool they give you, the little popsicle stick. See, a little bit didn't transfer. So for that, I may come in and use my bone folder. One little piece, where is it? Right there. Okay, one little piece didn't transfer there. And one little piece didn't transfer there. And I want to get those little tiny numbers down. Yep, that little number there. So I'm working directly on top of ink, and that changes how the rub-on wants to lay. Needs a little bit more help, so the Big Shot machine makes all the difference. There we go. Okay, let's do the next one. Oh, but I wanted to come back and I wanted to add just a little bit more. So I think I'm going to cut just this little edge. I just want a little bit more down that side. So I'm just going to cut a little strip. And let's see what I get. So I have a little bit of an empty space there, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to come down and add a little bit more and lay it right on top of it because it goes down seamlessly. And then let's bring it on over and see what we get. Roll, roll, and then back. And let's see how we did. Oh, we did brilliantly. Look at that. Filled it right up. Happy day, nothing left. Right through our Big Shot machine. So there's one. Let's do number 2. So I think it took me longer to decide what colors I wanted than anything else. The Hero Art stamps are absolutely perfect with the rub-ons, without question. And will the rub-ons go on other things besides paper? Oh, you bet they will. Wait till you see the samples. Let's see how well we did. The finer the line, sometimes the little harder it is for the pressure to get enough pressure. Yeah, see that one, not enough pressure. I think I might roll this one through one more time just to see if I can get it all done at once. I'm so used to rolling that for me, rolling is faster than using a bone folder. There we go. Okay, one more. Love this one. Down. Look at how beautiful is that, right? Now I might come back to this one and maybe grab a little bit from one of these. I'll take that piece and that piece. I think I'm going to add that piece. Maybe right there. Now I've already added some to this, but I'm going to add a little bit more. And maybe that piece right there. And maybe that piece right there. So now I'm piecing in pieces. From my leftovers because I can. And let's see what happens when I add a little bit more to it. All of these decisions belong to you. They've made these so easy to work with and so user-friendly and so seamless that you can't tell where one stops and the other starts. And remember, I inked my paper first with a stamp. Let's see what we get. I just added a little bit more color to it. Okay, so I've got those. Do I want to add a little pop of color to this one? Got a little there. And maybe a little there. And maybe just a little there. And build on it. Oh, do I want it there? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not. Oh. Okay, just go for it. So I've got that one done and that one done. And now this one, I've just added a little extra pop of color. See, I just randomly placed some extra pop of color. I see people on Instagram all the time making these beautiful backgrounds, and they're so wickedly talented. But it's not my strength. And yet, AALL Create has made it my strength. Oh, love it. So now I've got a little extra pop of color going on. Still have an empty space up there, but I'm going to leave it that way. Okay, let's cut them out. And I still have this to use. I do want to fill the space up, but I'm going to leave it negative. I'm just going to leave it. 1, 2, and my last one. So I left the sketchy all the way around it. Clean up my cuts just a little bit. And then let's make some backgrounds for them. One, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'll cut just 2 more in case I want to do a double mat somewhere. White paper, that's all I'm using. White paper, AALL Create rub-ons, Jacquard Stacey Park premium dye-based inks. So let's see what I get. Let's start with this one. And I'm definitely going to go yellow. I'm going to go yellow. And I think I am going to double mat this one. See, look at how good that looks. Let's do a matte in pink. I haven't done one in the cranberry fizz. Now I'm going to make it a little darker. I put my yellow. Now I'm going to make it a little darker. I'm going to flip the side since that's wet. Now you can see how saturated my inks are. So by having that felt, I can either keep it really saturated Or I can change my color up to something lighter. Oh, I think that's really pretty. You know what? I'm going to do a blue. Oh, can you see? Oh, and then maybe this one just on that. I mean, can you see all the infinite possibilities? And then let's do a green. Because of course the ink colors match. I mean, remember, I stamped this background. I stamped this background. Stamped the background. And you just play. And maybe one more yellow. I'm gonna go a little further in. Or do I like this one on that one? Or do I like this one on this one? Or maybe I like this one. You know, did I not do an orange? I think that looks great. With the green, without the green. Oh, I like that. Okay, there I have them. I've decided. So I just made a ton of mats and then played around until I was happy. I used my ink to do all the stamping, so I know all the colors are going to coordinate. My inks and these rub-ons were like a match made in heaven. Let's do this one. And let's trim it out. We'll just do 2 of these and then we're moving on. Well, I'll show you some samples and then we'll move on to the dies. I want to show you the dies. I have oodles of samples with the dies. But the dies are cute on their own. I really wanted to show you how to work with the rub-ons so that you could get the most out of them and see that a Big Shot machine, die cutting machine, easy peasy mac and cheesy. Okay. And I just took my inks to make everything coordinate. I have 12 inks and re-inkers out right now. And I've decided, I couldn't pare it down, so we decided on 6 for the next release in July. And not only will it have the inks, but we'll have coordinating glitter colors as well. Done. And then I'm going to do, I won't do these 2, but I will. We'll do them later, but I'm going to do the green because the green is so stunning. With that rich, oh, that's so beautiful. Sit in front of the TV, sit in your craft room, and just play in a style that you may not normally do, but there's no big commitment here. You're not investing in certain, you know, more mixed media looking stamps. I showed you 2 stamps that work fabulously, and these 2 stamps will work with so much. Depending on the color of ink you stamp with it, you do this light, the stamp light colored, and go back in and stamp your floral silhouettes on top of it, your butterflies on top of it. It's such a good stamp. I'm sure that they've had it in their collection for years. There's one. Oh, this might be my fave. Ooh, I did not leave a lot of room. I'm just going to put it across so I can get it down. I did not leave a lot of room on this one. Nope, I'm going to need to do it across the whole thing. Oh, nope, that's not going to come up. Nope. Oh, I did not leave a lot of room. Ooh. Oh, and I tore it. Nope. No can do. All right, do it again. It's only white paper. I'm gonna leave myself plenty of room this time. Sometimes you just gotta redo. Stacey tape is so strong. Good thing paper has two sides. All right. Do as I say, not as I do. Although there's no editing in my videos. So what you see is what you get, and if I make a mistake, we just fix it. See, I left myself lots of room. Oodles of room. Now let's try again. And look at that. I can even leave myself quite a wide border. Sometimes it's easier to just get another piece of white paper. Okay, so we've done a ton of these. Before I get to the dies, I just want to run through some that we did. So I used the 2 Hero Arts stamps. I do have the 2 that have the text and the script and the newspaper text or the book text. And in fact, here's one that has the yellow ink and then the script over the top. So you can stamp over the top of your rub-ons. But I did this one and we did this one. Here the girls did this one with one of the little dies. So pretty. All the backgrounds were done with my inks. All the stamping was done with my inks. This is my ink stamped with the sketchy stamp. This is the sketchy stamp, and the backgrounds were done with my inks. So pretty. And so simple. This one was done here, leaving the white. This one was just done on paper. No stamping at all. Here, I haven't matted this one. But all of them done, love this, done with that sketchy frame stamp, all white in the center, done with the solid sketchy stamp, done with the solid sketchy stamp. Love them. My ink is the background. So let's talk about the dies real quick. So 2 sets of dies. And oodles of extras. I have sample upon sample upon sample. So you've got the main and you've got the detail. And you put them together. Away they go. They're just beautiful. There are 3 tags. And 3 solids. And oodles of extras. And they die cut out like a dream. So let's do a black front. I'm going to hold these on my gotcha tool. This is the new version. Bam. By Sizzix and me, Stacey Park for Sizzix. This is the new version of the gotcha tool. Holds everything. Sits right on your makerspace. Easy peasy. Let's put this one through. So I'm not going to need my squishy and my knock knock anymore. I am going to need my solo shim or my A shim. My cut plate, my die, my paper, and a do not cut plate. And away we go. And look at that. Done. Now I can take the frame and I can do the same as I did before. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Color my edges. Because maybe I want to put some rub-ons over the top of that black one. Bring my die over. And when I fit that one in, you can see that the blue comes through. The dies are so fun and so whimsical and so different than anything else. And I think the samples will really highlight that for you. All my little fallouts. The dies have been wildly popular, and I know they've been selling out absolutely everywhere. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess you can move it, you can go either way. Look at how cute is this? Isn't that darling? Okay, let's put a rub-on on the black. And let's send it on through. Bring back my squishy and my knock-knock. Get rid of my solo shim. Base plate. Knock knock. Squishy. Face down. And let's send it on through and see what happens. Look at how easy that was. Oh my gosh. I don't know that it gets much easier than that. Look at the rub-on right on the black. That's so beautiful. And these are so easy to use. Let's take some tape. And all I did was color the paper with my ink. And those rub-ons and my ink go so well together. Bam. You've got this. He's made the dies. AALL Create, Abs has made the dies so easy to use. And they're so whimsical and they're so fun. And the rub-ons right over the top. Put a sentiment happy birthday and call it done. And again, we've got them in the rectangles are in three different configurations. None of them are the same, but you can mix and match. So you've got the little loop-de-loos. These have little different loop-de-loos. They all come with all those added dies. This one's got 14 dies. This one has 18 dies. This one has 14 dies. And then we have the 3 tags. So they're sold individually or the I Want It All bundle. I can tell you that they have been selling out like crazy. I think because they're just that simple. All right, let me show you some samples of the tags. Oh, I've got a lot of samples of the tags. How cute is that? So these are AALL Create stamps. Most of them we have had before. Up here we've got the rub-on. Here we've got the rub-on and the die. Here we've got the rub-on and the tag. Here we've got the tag with one of their stamps. And we've got the die. Look at how cute is this with one of their little girls, weird-eyed girls, but look at how cute. And then we've had this stamp before, still may be online, with that beautiful, beautiful, how pretty that is. All the detail. I know you guys were asking when we would have these. Now, we have them now. When I first showed some of the stamps, they had the dies on them when we did the stamp sets. But now you can have the dies now. And you may already have some of these stamps. Isn't that so cute? So you've got tons of options here. Everything from the rub-ons to the card fronts to the tags. Using it with my inks. I think the rub-ons are the hero. Look at this. Done on the black with the rub-on. And here's the, look at how cute this tag is. Look at how cute they are. Different, something different. Something we haven't seen before. Something that's new and clever and inventive and adds to your collection. How beautiful are these? And here's with the rub-on. On pattern paper. Here's with the rub-on. Right? Tons of samples. Love the tag. And this was done with the die and the washi tape, the layering washi tape that we've done. Done with rub-on. And look at how pretty is that. And then you've been wondering what's been clinking. The rub-ons on glass. Now you will have to seal them to make them stay. But the rub-ons on glass. That's what's been clinking. But then we also have the rub-ons on ceramic. Now, could you imagine going and getting tiles and taking the rub-ons and putting them on and then sealing them and making coasters? Look at how beautiful is this. So those rub-ons come open stock individually, but then we also have them in bundles so that you get the same design. And there's 2 designs per pack, but the colors for the I Want It All, they change. Well, that's a different I Want It All. So there's 2 different rub-ons in here. So you'll get 6 individual rub-ons, no duplicates. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 2 sheets. So this has got those backgrounds to them. So here you would get 8 different rub-ons, all different colors, 2 designs. Here's the 3 different colors, 2 designs, so 6 different rub-ons. And then of course we have the I Want It Alls on the dies. And then I didn't get to use the book print or the newspaper print or the script, but we've got these on a bundle and we've got these on the bundle. I love these. These are magic. And if you love, love, love a bone folder to help with the rub-ons, go for it. If not, the squishy and knock knock through your Big Shot machine is going to work like heaven. And I guess since I used them so much, we'll put my inks back up. We'll put all 12 colors with the re-inkers back up. All right, you guys. What'd you think? I just don't know that it gets any simpler or any prettier than this. It lets you play in a world that maybe you're not normally used to playing in, but it makes you look so good. You saw how quickly I did these. You saw how easy they were to do. I used my ink, I used a stamp, and I used the rub-ons. Make your heart happy. Make yourself look like a rock star in a world that all of a sudden becomes, it's not so foreign to you. It's like, oh, I do like this vintagey, mixed media, shabby, artsy fartsy look, but in a rub-on. So it is me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, saying thank you to everybody at AALL Create. I will see them at the Creativation Show. They're going, I'm going. We're gonna meet up and talk, and I'm gonna say how much I love the rub-ons. And I hope to be doing some lives from Creativation while I am there. So stay tuned on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. For the YouTube channel, there will be a playlist that says 2024 Creativation Show. So until then, this is all available right now at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, under our YouTube Yummies category. I hope you had a great time today, and thank you so much for being with me. I will see you live from Creativation. Bye, everybody.